but you still got to keep it together, because when Rocky comes home, I don't want to look busted either, you know? For me, my lazy days consist of throwing my shit up in a scrunchie. So I find myself always wearing a scrunchie on my wrist. I want it out of the way. I don't want it to be on my kids when I lean forward.
What?
Reggae, hip hop, and R&B all fused together. Different, it's fresh and new.
And it's you, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And the album is dropping August 30th.
August 30th. So it's a couple songs.
There it is. So make sure you guys go out and get
That
it.
was my cue right there.
Yeah.
I'm a little torn. I think blondes may have more fun in life, but not with hair. Blonde hair is very stressful. Just keeping it healthy alone. Luckily, I have some tricks up my sleeve.
Something seriously disturbing just happened, and it's left a lot of people asking the same question. How does someone pull up to Rihanna's home and start firing shots? Like they're on a mission? Because this wasn't just noise. This wasn't random. And the deeper you look into it, the more unsettling it gets, especially when one name keeps coming up, ASAP Rocky. It all went down on March 7th, 2026. A quiet afternoon suddenly turned into chaos when a woman drove up to Rihanna's property and opened fire. Not one shot, not two, but nearly 10 rounds aimed directly at the gate. Neighbors described hearing rapid gunfire echo through the area, the kind of sound that instantly tells you, this isn't normal. And here's the part that makes it even more intense. Rihanna was reportedly home at the time. Think about that for a second. A global superstar, a mother, sitting inside her own house while bullets are being fired from outside. One of those rounds even made it through part of the property, damaging structures inside. By pure luck, no one was physically hurt. But mentally, that's a different story. And just when you think it couldn't get more serious, the situation takes another turn. The suspect didn't stick around. Right after the shooting, she fled the scene in a Tesla heading south. But within minutes, authorities were already on her trail. A helicopter picked up the vehicle from above, tracking its movement across the city. And about 30 minutes later, they found it parked in a lot in Sherman Oaks. That's where everything came to a stop. The woman was arrested without resistance. Inside the vehicle, officers reportedly recovered the weapon. Her name, Ivana Ortiz, 35 years old, from Orlando, Florida. Now here's what raised eyebrows immediately. Her bail was set at over $10 million. That's not normal. Numbers like that usually mean one thing. Authorities believe this person is either extremely dangerous or a serious flight risk. And considering she had just fired multiple rounds at a celebrity's home, it's not hard to see why. But even with her in custody, something still didn't add up. Because this didn't feel random. Not even close. As investigators started digging into her background, they found something chilling. Videos, posted online before the incident. In these clips, Ortiz appears to be speaking directly to the camera, mentioning Rihanna in a way that immediately raised concern. The tone wasn't normal. It wasn't just fan behavior. It felt targeted, obsessive, almost like she had been thinking about this for a while. And when you combine that with the fact that she traveled all the way from Florida to Los Angeles, it starts to paint a different picture. This wasn't a spur-of-the-moment decision. This looked planned, and just when people thought they understood what was happening, a completely new angle entered the conversation. According to certain reports and online speculation, investigators began looking into a possible connection between Ortiz and people linked to ASAP Rocky. Now, to be clear, nothing has been officially confirmed. But the rumors alone were enough to set the internet on fire. Because if you've been following Rocky's past, you already know there's history there. Back in 2021, things went left between Rocky and someone he once considered close, ASAP Rocky. What started as a disagreement quickly escalated into something much more serious. There were allegations, claims that a weapon was involved, and suddenly it wasn't just industry drama anymore. It became a legal situation. In 2022, Rocky was arrested. The case dragged on with both sides holding their ground. Then in 2025, the verdict came in, not guilty. On paper, that should have been the end of it. But behind the scenes, it didn't look like things were fully settled. There were still tensions, still unresolved feelings. And now, with this shooting incident, people started asking questions. Social media didn't hold back. The moment the rumors hit, theories started spreading like wildfire. Posts, comments, videos, everyone suddenly had a take, and everyone was trying to piece the story together like a puzzle. Some people believed Ortiz was acting alone, a disturbed individual who became dangerously obsessed over time, someone who crossed a line that should never be crossed. But others weren't convinced. They pointed to how precise the attack seemed. The planning, the travel, the timing. This wasn't someone who just snapped in the moment. This looked like someone who had thought things through, step by step. And one question kept popping up again and again. Who sent her? Because to a lot of people, this didn't feel like coincidence. It felt calculated, like there was more going on behind the scenes than anyone was being told. Whether that's true or not, only a full investigation can answer. But while the internet debates and theories keep spreading, one person is living through the reality of it all. And for Rihanna, this situation hit differently. Sources claim she's not just shaken, she's furious. Not only because of the danger she was put in, but because her children were potentially in that same space when everything went down. That changes everything. This isn't just about fame anymore. It's not about headlines or public drama. It's about family. It's about protection. And it's about the terrifying realization that even your home, the one place that's supposed to feel safe, might not be as secure as you thought. And reportedly, she's questioning how things got to this point in the first place. Because from her perspective, this didn't come out of nowhere. And if there's even a slight chance that past issues played a role, that's something you can't ignore. But what makes this even more unsettling is that this isn't the first time Rihanna has had to deal with something like this. Back in 2018, another incident shook her sense of safety in a way most people can't even imagine. A man managed to break into her home and didn't just panic and run. He stayed there for nearly 12 hours. Think about that for a second. Someone you don't know, inside your private space, walking around freely, while your life is happening somewhere else. That's not just a security breach, that's psychological. And when he was finally discovered, it raised serious questions about how something like that could even happen in the first place. Because if it can happen once, what's stopping it from happening again? Now fast forward to today. And once again, her home has become the center of a terrifying situation. Different person, different circumstances, but the same feeling remains. Unsafe. And that's the part people don't always talk about. It's not just the moment of danger. It's what comes after. The constant awareness, the second guessing. The feeling that no matter how secure things seem, someone, somewhere, could still get through. And at some point, you have to ask, how many times does this need to happen before something changes? Because here's the bigger picture. Being one of the most famous people on the planet comes with a level of exposure that most people can't even imagine. Fans see the luxury, the success, the spotlight, but they don't see what comes with it behind closed doors. Situations like this reveal the other side of fame, the side where admiration can turn into obsession, where boundaries start to disappear, and where being known can sometimes come at a cost that's way bigger than anyone expected. They show the darker side of it. The part where admiration can turn into obsession, where distance creates delusion, and sometimes where things cross a line that should never be crossed. So now the real question isn't just about what happened that day, it's about what happens next. Will more details come out about the suspect's motives? Was this truly a solo act, or something more coordinated? And most importantly, can someone like Rihanna ever truly feel safe again in her own home? Because after everything that's happened, that question doesn't have an easy answer. So now, I want to hear from you. Do you think this was just a random act? Or is there something deeper going on behind the scenes? And if you were in her position, would you feel safe staying there? Or would this be the moment you decide enough is enough? Whatever your thoughts are, drop them in the comments. I'd love to know what you think about this shocking situation. If you found this video eye-opening and want to stay updated on the latest celebrity news, rumors, and high-stakes stories like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what happens next. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more such interesting videos. Let's see what happened in next video. Always leave some comments about the video and what need to improve the video. Your opinion will be appreciated through response to your comments reply by Celeb Card. Thank you very much for giving of your precious time to my channel.